Hi, I'm Kelsey Serdar, and I'm here to discuss the issue of animal testing. Millions of animals are killed each day due to the non-human ways of animal testing. The main points here will be what animal testing is, what procedures scientists use, and what PETA is. Animal testing has been an issue since the early 1600s according to animal welfare, and not many people know what exactly it is or how serious it can be. No one really knows what the animals are used for, and people just think that it's rodents, examples such as mice, rats, and other small creatures. And they are generally killed after. One of the organizations that takes a stand against animal testing is PETA. But you will soon learn what it is, how the animals are being abused, and what PETA is and what companies that are animal testing free. What animal testing is and how did it start? It's important to know what animal testing is in order to understand what PETA is and how serious of an issue this is. But animal testing is a way for humans to test food, drugs such as medications, vaccinations, and other chemicals that people aren't sure how it will affect us being humans. But instead of injuring or killing humans, they decide to test on animals. Ways which testing is gone about includes rubbing a chemical near a cat's eye, injecting cancer cells, shoving tubes down animals' throats, and other things according to PETA. There are several types of animals used in these procedures, including monkeys, rodents, cats, dogs, birds, and pigs. But animal testing started with Aristotle, who used it for gaining information on how the human body works by dissecting animals which are believed to have a similar organ structure to humans. And animal dissections are also under the category of animal testing because in science classes you are basically killing an animal for no apparent reason, so that also falls under that category. But animal testing is believed to be accurate and inaccurate because animals aren't exactly identical to human body structure. But yeah, it's the closest thing you can get to versus killing a human. But animal testing has been going on for centuries, including the early 1600s till now. And according to the pie graph, the largest group of animals being used are rodents, mice, and rats, which are also rodents, and farm animals. You see your dogs, and not a very slim, like a sliver of a section is non-human things. But the second of the 3 points would include the different procedures used on different animals. For smaller animals such as rodents and rabbits, there are different tests that scientists use to get results. But rodents are normally used in cancer research. And according to Time Health, animals are serving as surrogates for humans, although humans and animals are totally different. And for scientific research, scientists will generally put a cancer cell into a rat and observe how it affects them to try to come up with a cure, and that rat will most likely die. And if it doesn't die, they will kill it because who would want a cancerous rat sitting around? And for rats with cancer research, the rats and mice will generally grow a tumor the size of their own bodies, so it's really horrific. And rabbits are used, according to the journal Free the Animals, rabbits are used in testing for chemicals, including cosmetics, because they will take a rabbit's eye and rub cosmetics near its eye, or items such as other liquids like dishwashing liquid is rubbed near their eye to see how their eyes will react. And there are 2 tests that rabbits are generally used for: the Dray's eye test and the corrosion skin test. The Dre's eye test is, like I said, where they will rub a chemical by the eye to see if it reacts, and the skin test is where they'll put a chemical on the rabbit's skin after they shave part of its fur off and rub it on there to see how the skin will react. But larger animals, such as dogs, cats, pigs, and monkeys, they are used in different tests that rodents are used in. Dogs are usually used in toxicology tests, and cats are used in brain research, where they will drill holes in a cat's brain. And pigs are used in experiments in U.S. military trauma training courses, where, as I read on PETA.org's website, that the military will you take them out to shooting ranges, I guess you would say. They would shoot at their face, and then they'd set them on fire. I don't understand that. And monkeys are used in infectious disease experiments and seatbelt safety tests by the auto companies. But since we now know what it is, what scientists are doing to the animals, we can look at what companies to avoid buying from to hopefully end the animal testing. PETA has a list on their website of companies who don't test on animals, and then you can Google search what companies do test on animals, which PETA stands for the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and it's an international organization, and it's against the cruelty of animals. And PETA is set up in several countries, including Britain, China, Mexico, Latina, and more. But PETA works through legislation. Obviously, they have investigations of companies and even people who abuse animals. They do it through education, research, rescuing these animals, campaigning, and celebrity involvement. I know the actress Hayden Panettiere is in animal rights activist groups, and she recently, I heard on E! News, she recently went to, I forgot the name of the country, but she and a few of people from this country stood in front of surfboards to end the hunting of whales. But a list of companies that do and don't test on animals, this is just a brief listing of companies that do test on animals. There's hundreds out there, but the most popular ones that I feel that most people would know would be CoverGirl, Dove, Johnson & Johnson, L'Oreal, Pantene, Playtex, 3M, and Sally Beauty Supply. And then companies that do not use testing, just to give you a brief list, would be Abercrombie & Fitch, Almay, Burt's Bees, CarMax, Estee Lauder, and Hello Kitty. And again, that's just a brief listing. There was you can go on PETA's website and they list it alphabetically, and you can just browse through them. But animal testing has been an issue since the early 1600s, and not many people are aware of exactly what it is or how serious of an issue it can be. No one knows what these animals are used for. People just think that it's mice, when in fact it's your family pet, man's best friend, the dog. And they're killed right after. But one of the organizations that take a stand against PETA is People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, and the three main things to remember would include what it is, procedures used, and PETA. And obviously the companies who don't test on animals, you can buy their products instead of the ones who do. So if you want to take a stand against animal testing, or just to learn more, I suggest that you go onto PETA's website, www.peta.org, and look into what they do to some other animals and donate. Or yet, just a simpler thing you can do is just stop buying products that test on animals. Thank you.